throw shit in your bedroom. When they come in your bedroom, they just talk. Like, not loud, but like they have a certain calm, but like a reasonable volume sort of thing that they do. And it encourages you to keep sleeping. And there was this baby monitor that this woman had set up because she thought she had ghosts. And she listened like, you know, and it's on the internet, it's on Reddit, and she released these recordings, and one of them, mate, is terrifying. She goes, "What are you doing? Don't do that." And his voice goes, "It's fine." It's fine. It's fine, go back to sleep. And she goes, "What? Okay." About 10 minutes later. "Hello? Yeah, I've told you, it's me." "Okay." Yeah. "What are you doing with that?" "You told me I can have it." "Alright." And then she'll go to the next page, she listens to it, and she's like, "Oh God." So she set up CCTV. Anyway, it turns out it's the same burglar. He was coming back like once a fucking week. Well, there's this other one. I saw this bird. She, single woman. She was getting scratching at the back door that she thought was like a fox or something. And she was worried. So she set up this CCTV. Anyway, she let it run for a few days. And one night, she forgot about it. She went out because she heard the scratching. And she was walking around the backyard looking to see what it could be. Walks back in. A couple of days go by, and then she starts reviewing all the footage. Mate, the same fucking chap came back every night trying to pick her lock. And the night when she heard it, he was in the corner of the fucking garden staring at her as she's walking around looking for a fox. Now that's terrifying. That's why I have this tendency of whenever I walk into a dark room, I just go, "I'm scared of whoever the fuck's hiding an air cupcake." You know, put them on edge. Like, "I know you're there," while staring at the corner. "I know you're there. Might as well just stand up and come here." Oh, I can't hear you, mate, that's all. Well, now I can hear you fine, but at the time I said that, it was just like lagging, like as if you had gone away from your microphone. Oh, well, no, like your microphone had been taken away from your PlayStation. Hello? I don't know, I can't really hear what you're saying, mate. It's like Sam's worst nightmare is that when we moved into this house, there was already somebody living in the floorboards or, you know, in the attic or something. Well, I've tried terrifying her. I soaked my hand in mud, let it half dry, and then got the ladders out and made it look as if I climbed down from the attic. And then I spent about 2 hours one night just going, "What was that then?" She went, "What?" I went, "I just saw someone run up the stairs behind you." "Well, what are you talking about?" I went, "Honestly, it looked like it had very dirty hands." It looked like it had no legs. And she's going, "What are you talking about?" The serious face. Like, "What are you talking about?" I'm going, "Babe, honestly, what was that? Should I nail the attic door shut? What should I do?" She's like, oh my goodness, kind of eyes, that's brilliant. I've got Sapphire convinced there's a bloke under the floorboards. There's like a little hole in the corner near the fucking kitchen where at the corner it's not well, it is a hole. No, actually I've never put anything down it, but it could be a hole. You could go underneath the floorboard there, I suppose, but it's only going to be like ½ inch. So every now and again when she's naughty I go, do you want me to tell him? I'll tell him come up and eat you. I go, John, knock if you can hear me. And I knock on the door where she can't see, you know. Knock. She's like, ah! Yeah. Well, they gotta grow up with memories of something like that. I hope they grow up like this, don't they? Chris never had a bad memory in his life, that's his trouble. Yeah, that was his trouble. Like, no offence to me and you, I don't know your bad memories, don't want to know your bad memories. I know you've got bad memories. You know I have. And occasionally we might reference a few and talk about a few, but really what I mean is, it's one of them unspoken, well, everyone has some sort of logics. And some people will have worse than others, obviously. But you know, but then again, some people can handle it better than others. So, you know what I mean? There's all these variables that matter. What I'm saying is that Chris, he never got shouted at, he never got smacked. And I don't mean by his parents, I mean by anybody. He never had a fight, he never had an argument, he never had. Do you know what I mean? Like, he has no memory of that at an age when you would learn from it. And because of that, yes. Like, I know what, I remember being a kid and being shouted at by bigger people, by adults. I remember being a kid being bullied by older kids. I remember, you know, just all these sorts of deep-rooted, yeah. I remember getting something right, but an adult saying that you were wrong, and you were wrong just because they were an adult. I remember that. Right? Now, I don't like that. I just didn't like it. Even though I knew I was right, absolutely knew I was right. But they're an adult and they're not going to let you away with it, so you just think what you do. And literally, you either choose to give up, or you end up getting in worse trouble, don't you? Now, myself, I'd always have gone for the worst trouble. Never gave up the fight, and I never managed to get that beat out of me. And I was beat as a child, heavily. But I don't think Chris was. I don't think he was even smacked. Yeah, but it's not. But that's what it's about. But here's my point, though. It's not even that you smack. It's that you know the smacking's on the cards. So you think to yourself, fuck me, what I can't do is this, and then you know, whatever it is. And the reason I can't do that, and you don't even have to think about it, it's just deep-rooted, but if you had to think about it, you would know, well, I can't do that because I don't want to get my fucking mum and dad angry that bad, I don't know what they'll do, sort of logic. Now, he was truly spoiled. Mark understood. Like, he told me, like, keep in mind, he was a big boy. And from when he was, I think when he was 13, he was taller than his dad. And his dad, by all accounts, well, from every story and the stories he's telling me, ain't his real dad. And basically can't be fucking bothered dealing with him. Yeah, I don't think Chris gets it, though. I've never questioned it too much. I only got involved in their family politics once, and that was when Chris told me that he'd been listening to his girlfriend and his brother masturbate to each other on the phone for 2 weeks. And I said, "Fuck's wrong with you, you fucking idiot? What do you mean you're listening to it?" And he goes, well, I pick up the phone Ivory, and she's already there talking to Mike, so I just listened. I went, Chris, for the love of God, you have to tell your parents, you have to tell your brother, you have to speak, you can't just let this happen, it's weird. And he wouldn't, so I left it about 2 weeks, and I said, well, what's happening with your brother and her? He went, I don't know, I don't pick up the phone anymore. I said, right, get your brother in, get her in, we'll put a stop to this. And fuck me, I did stop it. Yeah, well, Chris and Mike, his brother, didn't speak for 4 years after that conversation I put him through. And they were in the same house, mate. And I got involved, and it was like, 3 weeks later, Ivory comes to me and goes, Mike won't speak to me, and he ain't speaking to Chris, and Chris ain't speaking to him, and Chris is really angry at me. What's going on? And I said, well, I'm not being funny, babe, but he did have a phone sex with his brother, so I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. Oh. No, I'll bring Chris back. I'll bring Chris back when I'm more able to handle a smirk, because I don't feel so bad about myself. See, when someone shoots a smirk at you, it's because they think they're superior. And that's fine, because in 9 times out of 10, they're not. But the trouble with him is, he has complete access to all my accounts. Oh. Oh, shit. Well, I've put £3,000 in one of the accounts since he was involved, and I've just realised I haven't actually made sure he's not involved anymore. The only reason why I didn't mind him being involved is because they were at their absolute limit. Alright. Can I ask? Mate. I won't do anything to anyone, you're fucking on like prat. Me? No. How's that? What is it she's on about, mate? Honestly, I'm interested. No, she's not. She's talking about... Oh, spoiler! Oh. Yeah, I don't watch episode by episode of any show, though, so I don't really go into this spoilers nonsense. I just watch the whole show. I don't look for, like surface level story reveals that people can spoil isn't really what I'm into the media for. I'm into it for the deeper representation of story arcs, you know? Right, well, if you want, mate, I'll quickly watch the episode now. Watch it on Sly. Sat here going, oh! Oh, look at that! That's a twist. What a popcorn twist! Where's me popcorn? Popcorn twist! No, I don't like Walking Dead. I mean, I'm waiting for it to finish, and I will give it a go through. I gave the pilot a go. I got into the pilot like much earlier than most people were into the show because I heard about it via a friend at the comic book shop. So anyway, so I got into the pilot. Now the pilot of The Walking Dead, I don't know if you remember the pilot or even if you've seen it, because if you've been downloading them, you probably only actually watching the actual release episode. The pilot is terrible. It's like shitty special effects, bad acting, poor music. It just looked poor. It probably did, but what I'm saying is that, like, look at the pilot of Lost. Looks like a fucking film. JJ. You say that, but I think he's more like, I think he markets himself well, because you see all the shit he touches that goes to crap just gets ignored. Yeah, we're watching the show in half an hour, so let's not talk about it for the next half an hour. Oh, for fuck's sake. What's your local paper called? Like the big seller in your local area? Any good? Got any history to it? No. No, you have to do your own build, mate. You're a big boy. But not up for that, mate. Nah. Had a few cheeky E's. Bit too much to drink. Went to bed. In a bin. Woke up in a skip. Bottom of 750 tons of genetic waste. Dead. So it was. With an arsehole like a clown's pocket. Or got folded round the front of a car and fed into a meat renderer. And I'll be using him as wallpaper paste come next year. Once he's made it through the manufacturing. Why do I think it's called manufacturing, eh? The manufacturing process. I mean, why do you think manufacturing is called manufacturing? Because men do it, it's manual. When robots do it, we call it robotic manufacturing, but it's not. It's machining. It's not manufacturing. It's machining, isn't it? It's you know what I mean? It's the opposite. So what does that mean? That means that all these times that we sit here talking about the manufacturing processes in the future being controlled by machines, we're being selfish. We're still trying to cling to it being manufacturing. It's not. There's money in pigs. No, there is. And there's going to be more money in it, you know. Now the Chinese own pigs. You know, Chinese own pigs now. No, I mean, they bought up all the pigs. They own the pig shares. The international pork trade is now owned by the Chinese. Like, they bought all the pork in the world. They own all the pork. Like all the big pork producers in America. Even the pork producers owned by the Monsanto Corporation are now owned by the Chinese. I saw a documentary the other day. It was a 2-hour documentary. It said, America, death by China. Yeah. Mate, it was a serious watch. I'm telling you, you don't realise, mate, the Chinese are coming. What? He's on his phone? What are we doing, mate? We're going round the area having a look. I'll show you the area where the psychic reckons it is, because I also reckon it is, because I'm also a psychic. Mate, psychics. I don't even have to fucking talk to you anymore. What's his name? Fucking Ray William. Your mate. Cupcake. Cripple Fingers. 10-hour lecture. Crooked fingered. Who? He. Now he believes in psychics. Fact. Now I'm not saying a non-imperiological sentence that is, well, if A is A and B is B, then A doesn't believe in B because B doesn't believe in A. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, if a fucking lunatic, a known lunatic, and he is a known lunatic, believes in anything, then that adds to the discrediting of that belief, surely. Yeah, you would. Except for you stoners, mate. You've got... I'll give you this, you're steadfast. You're steadfast. And I like a steadfast man. I love a steadfast man in my mouth. Goodness. I love a steadfast man. It's where I am. I'm a steadfast man. There's a song brewing in there, mate. Give me a minute. I love a steadfast man. It's where I am. I'm a steadfast man. Hey, I love a man. No, I'm not gay. But I'm beating that gay stick off a lot, aren't I? So it's known as a cock. penis. By the way, sorry, I didn't mean busy. Who? Don't let your bird contact the police, mate. Don't do this. Lad. I'm talking about don't let your bird contact the police, mate, on her theories. I thought we were writing an episode of Murder, She Wrote. I thought we were getting heavily involved. I thought we were Quincy. I'd go see a medium. No, you're up for it. I'm up for it. Right, we need to meet one day, mate. Let's meet in those strange circumstances. Mate, come on, let's do it. Medium. Mate, I'm being serious. Let's go to a medium. Paul, the homosexual man across the way from me, he used to like taking pictures of young boys. When I was young, he tried to get pictures of me. You know, he sort of tried it on with me a lot. I was very refusing. Yeah, of course he was, yeah. I wouldn't allow any aspect of it to happen. I mean, he wasn't very forward about it, because he could go to jail, so he was a bit more subtle, a bit more like, oh, you like drinking now? Oh, you come over with a few melons with me. You know, like melons is a homosexual reference to a particular type of drink and drug mix. And I'm like, nah, mate. Not into that, babe. But anyway, he knew a... He knew a Romany gypsy. He knew a Romany gypsy. Right. Now this Romany gypsy kept asking me 3 or 4 different questions in a million different ways every time I ever met her. And she was Romany gypsy. She was. And Paul loved her. He thought she was brilliant. He was like, oh, you'll love her, you'll meet her, you'll be great. She walked into the room to me and she just said, she went, dark cloud. Literally, that's what she said. Well, hold on, mate. You don't realise how clever this is, though. I was playing Final Fantasy VII at the time. I'm thinking, cloud, dark cloud. She sees more than she lets on. She sees it all, is what my logic's doing. Anyway, so I'm going, you know, nice to meet you, how you doing? She asked me all these questions. Right. I knew her for 10 years, but I only met her like, say, 3-4 times. And each time she'd meet me, she'd be asking the same questions. And I tell you this now, I don't believe in psychics whatsoever. Like, absolutely in any way whatsoever. It's all gibberish, pointless nonsense. It's to the point that it's so stupid that even talking about it is stupid. And giving it attention of to say something like, let's investigate to see if it's true, is giving it more credit than it's due, in my mind. But this bird, her questions were like, how much do you drink? Do you drink a lot of alcohol? I was 12. I was like, no. She's like, you will. You'll drink a lot of alcohol. Has your granddad died? I'm like, no. Has David died? I'm like, who's David? Because at the time, me and David were going through a bit of a cold patch, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. 2 years later, same question. You drink a lot. No! Has your granddad died? Well, yeah. Has David died? No. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I was back with him there. I'm thinking, what about David? Oh, you bastard. Check it out. A couple years later. Do you drink a lot? Yes. Right. And your granddad died, didn't he? And I'm like, how does she remember me from years ago? But yeah, my granddad died, yes. Right. Has David died? No. Okay. And then the fourth time, same exact thing. Now listen, after the fourth time she said, I'll probably never speak to you again. That's what I should say. That after David dies, the next thing is that you will die. It depends, mate. It's all gibberish. Everyone knows of David. David's like the second most common name in the fucking country. 90% of men will answer, yes, I know a Dave. 90% of men answer that. Psychics go to the names Dave, Andy, Mike, Steve, because these are the most common names. Everyone knows a David, Mike, Andy or Steve. It's fine. In fact, I know various of each, as probably you do. The next logic is, do I drink a lot? Well, she knew Paul, who knows my mum. He's known my mum and my mum's family for 50 years at that point. So, the alcoholism amongst my family is famous, ludicrously famous in this town. I mean, it's amongst 250,000 people, 300,000 soon. You know, our family stands out, mate, as the big drinkers. It's well known. So that aspect of it's not too well known, or too well unknown enough to be of any interest. Next. Alright, his granddad died. That's quite specific. But on the other hand, there was a lot of talk in time at the time that Giant George Potts, which is what being granddad was known as, Giant George Potts, was dying. And he weren't that big, by the way. Like, I'm probably bigger than him now, but it was his level of, I don't know what earned him the words giant. He just couldn't move. He just fucking you asked him to fuck off, he won't fuck off. He'd be like, I'm not moving. Like, he would sit in a pub, he'd go, no, sit. He's like, I need you to leave, I'm not serving you again. And he'd go, well, I'm not going home, so we can do. And in fairness, I have done very similar things, but it's like, I don't know, for me it seems more cheeky. For him it seemed more like he was not moving. He flat out weren't going to move. Now, couple of all this, yes, you knew a lot, but again, I can say, my name's famous to a degree. Not my name, but the last name, the Potts, especially around here. So, like, in Warrington, you go into a pub and you say Lee Potts, and people will walk away from you. It's a fact. It's an absolute fact, because Lee Potts is known. People disappear. So, like, I knew this fella once. He went to jail for biting a guy's nose off during a fight. Well, he was a taxi driver, and the guy tried to shortchange him, and the fight had ended up in him biting the guy's nose off. Anyway, so I'm getting a lift from this fella, and he gets me to my house, and then he's telling me the story about how he's bit a guy's nose off, and he's done 12 years and all this. He's telling me all these stories, and he gets me to my house, and he says, "What's your name?" And I went, it's Joseph John Potts. And he went, and do you know Lee Potts? I said, yeah. He said, he went white. This is a nose biter. And he went, all right. That's what I say. Keep in mind, I've never met Lee, but I obviously, you know, he's one of them that you can call on him. I don't think I ever would. I wouldn't want to be involved. But it's a nice thing to say to a bouncer. And when you see a bouncer go, "What are you doing coming here?" And I go, "Listen, look at my ID, I'm old enough, everything's fine. And he's the ID spot. And he goes, yeah, alright, well, just come in then. Come here, have an hour, mate. Chill out, everything's fine. Because Lee used to own Big George, and Big George used to own all the bouncers around there. Until Big George mysteriously got murdered by Lee. Big George was known as Hulk. He was fucking enormous, mate. Right, can you help me finish this off so we finish this before 9? But I'll come and have a look. Right, let's have a look. Okay. Oh! Oh, yeah. In fact, hold on, that gives me an idea because you're sort of mimicking the shape of the fountain, aren't you there? Almost, if you see what I'm saying. No, I don't mean the black shit you're putting in. What? Excuse me, was that black wool? Oh, black carpet. Okay, yeah. No, I don't mean that. I mean this shape, this sort of turreted. It's almost mimicking the shape of the. Well, not the fountain, whatever. You know, the water spouts in front of you, sort of thing. So we need to think about how to better that. So can you come here to me where I am now? Can you come here? Where, yeah, here. Right, can we just try? Let me look at it for roundedness. Yeah. So if you bring that one up to there, and then that one, and then that one, and that. No, hang on. Wait. What we need? No. We need not that one, not that one, not that one, that one, and that. Yeah. Do that what I've just done there. Do that one I've just done there, please. No, please, mate. It's artistic, mate. It's beautiful. Oh, by the way, what you've done here I wouldn't do with your carpet, unless you're running your carpet down the stairs or something like that. We'll discuss that later, but do what I've just done here. See this here? Replace this and this with the actual slabs that you've been using. Right, now come and stand where I am now. I'm flying in the air, but come and look. There's a level of beauty there, isn't there? And in fact, do the same here. Put one there as well. Mate, that's beauty, mate. Mate. Oh, mate! Come stand over there on this grass. Here, right there. Next to this fucking annoying sheep. There's a nice bit of beauty there, isn't there? You like it? I like it. I would go with that. So I'd replace the lot with that. Other than that, I love the black. Are you forgetting the glass side there? I think you can see enough anyway, to be honest with you. Like, you can see loads. Where can you see the full cross from, though? That's the big question there. Can you see the full cross from here? No. No, you can't see it from there, but you can here. Not really. But then here. Well, it doesn't matter because we are going to have aerial tours. Keep in mind, like there will be airships in the sky traveling around, showing us the area. But no, mate, listen to me now. Right, stop. Come to me, and if you don't see a demon's face smiling at you, you don't have beauty in your soul. You don't have. Here, where I am now, directly above you. Up. Stop. Forward. To me. Look at me, and stop. Look at it, mate. If you don't see a demon's face, mate, smiling square at you, with a snarly little attitude, then you don't have a soul. Right, I'll tell you what, mate. Right here where I am now, there's going to be an airship. What do you mean? But you see that face though, mate, surely. Right, help me finish this before we go off, because it's so... Look at it, mate. It's... Right, get your map out. Come over there. Yeah, but look how little I got to do, mate. It's like 5 minutes work. You keep stopping me. It's 5 minutes work. You see, this little this little gap here. I just need that filling in with grass. There is no such thing as a half block of grass. Now, if you just listen, look, where are you? No, forget that. You're being stupid. Come here, quick. Okay. Take off from here, where I am now. Head to the right, like this. Take off from where I've left off, and I'll start making the other bits of it square, so that all you've got to do is deal with a square. Hey, by the way, this moves this from Mega. I don't know what's above Mega. Tetra. Well, I personally, I've laid 80,000 grass blocks. I mean, what we're talking about here is itfuckingadsup.com. I mean, when we finish this map, keep in mind, when we finish this circle, a wall and a few graves dotted about, quite a few graves, bit of an underground system, redstone, and some decoration at church. At that point, we will be at 1/8 of this map, decorated to at least 5 thick, and mate. 5 thick on a 1,000,000 block map is 5 million blocks. Yeah. I have an end vision, mate, but I don't want to spoil you with it. As I'm sure you understand. But if you would like, we could discuss what my end vision is. You made a weird noise. Well, I copied you. What are we doing? Weird noises? Okay, no, so I have this vision where inside of the initial map, everything is symmetrical. Like, alright, for now, that is giving us a bit of a trouble. But once we get outside of that map, that initial square, like, what I'm saying is literally that initial bit you're looking at. Once you're outside of that, the rest of the 3,000 meters, or whatever it is in each direction, build what you want. Just go mad. Like, true... No, you missed my point, though. Excuse me. Again, you hit the point on the head. It's purgatory. Like, you truly hit the point on the head. It is purgatory. And it's like an Inception level of purgatory. So it's like, you know, what are you gonna do? What's gonna hit you? What's gonna come out of the shadows and find you? You don't know. Where you from? Egypt? Are you gonna find Egyptian fucking pyramids and shit? You don't know. You know what I mean? It's like you literally don't know. And I think that's what I'm saying is that's my goal. Do you get me? Rather than finish it. I'm not going to do it without you around. No, you've lost. You stole my ass for the build when you started just relying on me doing it when you're not about. Every time you come on, you're like, what have you done? And it's like, well... Yeah, no, I'm aware you don't give a shit. Well, I'm obviously going to finish this fucking corner. I can't possibly let a corner be half finished. That's insane. Give her a look about. Give her a show. Does she actually see that though? Hang on. Whoa. Let's have a look at your fountain. Hang on, mate. 2 secs. Where's your fountain? Yeah. What does she think about the ring? Like, does she like the concept of walking around the fountain? Yeah? What's the feedback, mate? I need to know the feedback. Now, could you... Right, now show my fountain. I need to know the feedback on my fountain, please. Don't mention it's mine or something. Just say, look, here's another one we did. Yeah, fair enough.